In the vast tapestry of human history, countless empires have risen and fallen, their stories etched into the sands of time. But what if I told you of an empire so vast, so powerful, it once commanded nearly half the ancient world only to vanish, leaving behind whispers and an enduring mystery? This is the tale of a forgotten civilization, its mighty kings and queens, and the crown that disappeared with them. Imagine a time when a single power stretched from the sun-baked deserts of the east to the fertile plains of the west, its influence touching every major civilization. This wasn't Rome, nor Persia, nor Egypt as we know them. This was an empire whose name, for centuries, was lost to all but the most dedicated scholars. Its dominion was absolute, its wealth unimaginable, and its military might unparalleled. At its heart lay a magnificent capital, a city of wonders, where bustling markets teemed with exotic goods from every corner of its realm. Here the great kings and queens of this empire ruled, with an iron fist and a golden touch. They were figures of immense power, often considered divine, their decrees shaping millions. The crown, a symbol of their absolute authority, was said to be crafted from rare metals and adorned with jewels. It wasn't just a piece of regalia. It was the embodiment of their legacy, passed down through generations of rulers, who expanded their borders and solidified their control. Each king, each queen, added their chapter to the empire's grand narrative. The empire's genesis is shrouded in myth, but archaeological whispers suggest a confederation of powerful city-states, united by a visionary leader. This first king, often depicted as a demigod, forged an alliance that would become the bedrock of their dominion. Through strategic conquests and shrewd diplomacy, they absorbed neighboring kingdoms, their armies marching under banners emblazoned with symbols of their divine mandate. Their golden age was a marvel of the ancient world. They pioneered advanced irrigation systems that transformed arid lands into fertile breadbaskets, feeding millions. Their architects engineered colossal structures that defied gravity, temples dedicated to a pantheon of gods, and palaces adorned with intricate frescoes depicting their history and triumphs. Patronizing the arts and establishing laws that protected the vulnerable. Their lives were a delicate balance of divine duty, political maneuvering, and personal ambition, all under the watchful gaze of the sacred crown. But power, however absolute, is often fleeting. The seeds of its demise were sown even at the height of its glory. Was it internal strife, a succession of weak rulers? Or perhaps a devastating natural catastrophe? Historians have debated for centuries, piecing together fragments of evidence, deciphering ancient texts, and excavating forgotten cities. The empire's vastness, once its strength, became its Achilles' heel. Maintaining control over such diverse territories stretched its resources thin. Whispers of rebellion in distant provinces grew louder, fueled by heavy taxation and cultural clashes. Succession crises became more frequent, leading to bloody civil wars that fractured the empire's unity and drained its military might. The once unbreakable royal line began to falter, its grip on the sacred crown weakening with each internal conflict. External pressures mounted. Nomadic tribes, once held at bay by the empire's formidable legions, sensed weakness and began to raid its borders. Rival kingdoms, long suppressed, saw an opportunity to reclaim their independence. The empire, once a beacon of strength, found itself besieged from within and without, its resources dwindling, its people growing weary. Then came the cataclysm. Some theories point to a series of devastating natural disasters. Prolonged droughts leading to famine, massive earthquakes that toppled cities, or even a sudden, dramatic shift in climate that rendered vast swaths of its agricultural heartland uninhabitable. Others suggest a virulent plague sweeping through the weakened populace, leaving ghost towns in its wake. Whatever the cause, the end was swift and brutal. The empire didn't just decline, it vanished. Its cities were swallowed by sand, its language forgotten, its very existence relegated to myth. The once mighty crown, along with its last wearer, disappeared without a trace. No grand final battle, no definitive conquest, just an eerie silence that descended upon its vast territories. The last king or queen to wear the crown simply ceased to be, their fate as enigmatic as the empire itself. What remains are tantalizing clues, enigmatic inscriptions, colossal statues half buried in the earth, and legends whispered across generations. These remnants speak of a civilization far more advanced than previously imagined, a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, but they also deepen the mystery of its sudden and complete disappearance. To understanding not just how such an empire could vanish, but what lessons its rise and fall hold for us today. The story of the empire that controlled half the ancient world, then vanished, is a powerful reminder of the transient nature of power and the enduring allure of the unknown. It challenges us to look beyond the familiar narratives and ponder the countless stories still waiting to be unearthed. It forces us to confront the fragility of even the most dominant civilizations and consider how easily even the grandest achievements can be swallowed by time. What other forgotten crowns lie buried beneath our feet? What other kings and queens await their rediscovery? The past holds secrets, and sometimes the greatest stories are those that have been lost to time, waiting for us to listen.